Battle Royales are great, but they are missing variety. And you're gonna think, what do you mean? There's tons of variety in the Battle Royale game mode. There's tons of variety in the Battle Royale genre, as people are calling it now, which is one of my big problems. Yes, it's this big experience that you get, but the thing is that it doesn't make a whole game, in my opinion. Battle Royales need to stop being whole games and be a main package in a game. It can still be a free game, but in a game. Let's take Battlefield, for example. Yes, Battlefield isn't free, but just stick with me here. Their main mode is Conquest, which is like Battle Royale in a lot of ways. You know, big maps, vehicles, like very sandboxy game moments, things like that. But when you get bored of Conquest, which doesn't often happen, but it does happen, when you get bored of it, you go to the other modes for a little bit, like Capture the Flag, or TDM, or what have you. And then let's take CSGO.
Bomb has been planted.
And with CSGO, you have the main ranked / casual mode, but that whole search and destroy mode that it has on Dust 2 KW. And then when you're bored of that, or when you're warming up, you play something else, like Gun Game, for example, right? Because it's all well and dandy to have your main experience. In the case of Battlefield is Conquest, in the case of CSGO, it's the search and destroy type mode. But you have to have other things surrounding it. And other Battle Royales have realized this, but some too little too late, like PUBG. PUBG died out for two reasons, in my opinion. Number one, there was glitches and hacking and stuff that they just weren't willing to deal with, and they didn't even know how to fix, it seemed. But number two is that I think it just lost people's interest after a while, when all it became was a Battle Royale, and there was the same thing over and over and over again. It's like, yes, then they added TDM and some other stuff, but too little too late. They could have kept people like me on board and maybe even bought the game, because I was Steam sharing to play it at the time, if they had done that stuff from the beginning. And then think about Apex Legends. It launched so positively, and it's still a very healthy game for sure. But think about where it could be today if they spend a couple extra months making that, adding some modes like TDM, like Capture the Flag, like Domination, all part of a free-to-play package. And of course the main mode is Battle Royale, but when you get bored, you can play some of those little other modes and then come back to Battle Royale, you know, or you can play, let's say, Gun Game just to get warmed up and then get into the Battle Royale experience. I'm not saying these Battle Royales aren't functional, as they are. I just think they could be a lot better, because in my opinion, Battle Royale isn't a genre, it's a game mode. Yes, a game mode that probably defines the game that you're playing, because it's such a big game mode. So yes, it is the main thing. But would you call Battlefield a conquest shooter, or would you just call it a multiplayer FPS? That's kind of more what I'm getting at here, is that Battle Royales it's not a genre, it's a multiplayer FPS. Battle Royale just happens to be the game mode centered around that game.
Which is the main factor in the fun part of the game. But
wouldn't it make sense to have some more low effort but still fun game modes surrounding the main experience? That's my main point. And let me just make something clear. I hate people who say Battle Royale is just a fad, it's just a gimmick, it's gonna blow over in a little bit of time. No, it's not. It's really good. It's really well done usually, and it's just a fun thing to play. It's just a fun thing to play. I mean, that feeling of knowing, especially in Warzone, because there's tons of people in Warzone, knowing that you've beaten 150 other people, or 147, I guess, if you're in a squad of 3, is a really great feeling compared to beating 15 other people, say, in a normal, like, multiplayer lobby. I get that. It's the main experience, and it's exhilarating, and it's awesome, and it's fun. I love winning in Battle Royales. It's just, but that doesn't mean they can't grow and learn, and the games themselves can't offer more than just the main Battle Royale experience. That's just my opinion.
You know, that's just like your opinion, man.
I play for a bit, I get a bit bored, and then I kind of forget about the game. Now, with Modern Warfare, granted the paid experience is how you get the other modes, but with Modern Warfare, that's what I'm really enjoying, is I can play the multiplayer, and then get into Warzone when I feel like it, and go back to the multiplayer, and I have this really nice variety in it. If games like Apex Legends, if games like PUBG did what they did earlier, I think they'd be in better places. Not that they aren't in good places, just better places. I think it's time that we stop talking about Battle Royale as a genre, but rather as the main mode that draws people to a certain game. That's just my opinion though. Thanks everybody for watching. Discord link in the description, Twitch link in the description, Twitter link in the description, and let me know what you think in the comments. Maybe you think I'm completely dumb, completely stupid, but yeah, I will see you in the next one.